Egypt has 138 high pyramids, which have withstood dozens of earthquakes and many storms over the past thousands of years, but it is unlikely that even one of them happened here and there. The tallest and largest of these pyramids is called the Great Pyramid of Giza, and the base area of this pyramid is 13 acres. Which amazingly means 9 football fields can be accommodated inside the pyramid. An estimated 2.3 million stones were used inside the pyramid, many of which weigh more than 50 tons. If the weight of the entire pyramid is estimated, its weight is 6 million tons, which is equal to the weight of 12 Burj Khalifas. But what was the purpose of building such a tall and magnificent pyramid? Thousands of years ago, when humans did not even have tools, how did the walls of these pyramids become even inch by inch? How were 50-ton stones cut into a square shape and lifted to a height of 480 feet without the help of a crane? All sides are set at an angle of 51.5 degrees. Over the centuries, teams of different researchers have collaborated to decipher the construction technique of these pyramids. Understanding how each site would have been precisely aligned to the north, south, east, and west without the aid of compasses. Many experts believe that the architects of that time were likely the first to identify a foundation capable of supporting stones weighing millions of tons. Subsequently, each side of the pyramids was marked using the polar stars. The pole stars representing the Earth's poles. This fundamental technique would have established the orientation of these pyramids thousands of years ago with zero errors. The next challenge was to level the land. If the base of the pyramid, on which the 13 acres of land had to be built, was even slightly uneven, supporting the mountain of 2.3 million stones would have been impossible. To address this, the engineers of that time did not have a laser leveler or a bubble level. Experts believe that the 4 sides of the construction site must have been dug and watered, and then the water level on one side must have been matched to the water level on the other side. Many experts believe that ancient Egyptians might have used a simple tool with wood on both sides and a stone tied with a rope at its midpoint to achieve this. At the pyramid construction site, the directions were set, markings were done, and the ground level was also established. Now, it was time to commence construction, requiring millions of tons of stones. However, they lacked grinders or jackhammers to cut these stones, yet they managed to cut 50-ton stones and give them a square or rectangular shape. But with whose help? Yes, the only tool used for cutting the stones. Experts believe that the chisels used in pyramid construction were crafted with copper and arsenic. These chisels were hammered into the stones using wooden mallets, and after many hours of labor, the stones were cut and shaped. Because of this special type of stone called limestone, quarried in the city of Tura, approximately 250 kilometers from the pyramid construction site at Giza, the challenge arose of transporting the stone to Giza. Each stone weighed 50,000 kilograms, equivalent to 3 passenger buses, and 2.3 million such stones were needed for the pyramid. In those days, neither animals nor trucks were available to transport such a heavy weight. Astonishingly, this task was accomplished with the assistance of workers and boats. Yes. The river between Tura and Giza was utilized, and large boats loaded with stones were brought to the pyramid site. Experts believe that this work was not easy, Loading and unloading such large stones onto the boat likely required an army of 500 workers employed simultaneously. A team of experts was researching the construction of this pyramid. They now had answers to many of their questions, but one thing bothered them consistently: the limestone was cut, transported to the construction site, and then laid on top of each other. However, the problem lay in how the stones could have been brought to such a height. Many experts believe that this was planned before the pyramid's construction. Either it would have ascended through a spiral track or in a zigzag way, but it is certain that the 50-ton stones would have been dragged up with the help of an army of workers. Everything else was fine, but one thing surprised the experts: the stone used in the inner compartments was granite. Granite is a stone considered to be the hardest after diamond, even in today's modern era, cut with the help of large grinders. Many archaeological experts from around the world were invited to visit the pyramid, yet no one has figured out how the Egyptians cut solid granite so neatly 4,500 years ago. Finally, after many years, the experts solved this mystery too. The Egyptians cut the granite so precisely with a saw that had no teeth. Yes. This toothless auger was driven onto granite with weights on both sides and gravel in the middle. Experts believe that it would have taken 4 months to cut such a huge stone in this way.